Welcome to diplomacyindia.com. I am VN Jha and you are watching our special show Face to Face. Today we have a distinguished guest with us, Mr. Upendra Tripathi, an IAS officer and a former secretary MNRE, that is the Renewable Energy Sources Department of Government of India, who happens to be Interim Director General of International Solar Alliance right now. Now, a few words about International Solar Alliance. International Solar Alliance was the brainchild of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who mooted this idea in 2015 at Paris Climate Talk. It has been a game changer for India as far as India is concerned. India has thought at its answer to the climate change and its commitment to the green and clean energy. So far, 61 signatories, 61 countries have signed this International Solar Alliance. That is a treaty-based organization based in Gurgaon, India. That is the first time that an organization, a multilateral organization, has been based in India. And 33 countries have ratified it. Prospective list of countries are growing every day. It may reach 121. Recently, in March this year, 2018, summit level meeting of International Solar Alliance was held in New Delhi, where around 40 heads of the states and governments participated in it. Mr. Upendra Tripathi, welcome to Diplomacy India.
Thank
the
you.
first thing our viewer will like to know from you is, it has been a very impressive and short journey from Paris in 2015 to its first summit in New Delhi in March 2018 for International Solar Alliance. Being at the helm of it as Interim Director General, how do you look at this journey?
Well, it's a very interesting question. In fact, even as Secretary to the Government of India, I was in charge of IAS, in a sense, the ex officio Interim Director General. It's a very unique organization. Not only that it has no membership fees, but it's unique in the sense the International Steering Committee, which actually, was the architect of this to put in place. They decided that without waiting for the formal ratifications to come in, formal treaties to be signed, we must start action from day one. And that is why, well before Marrakesh, in April 2016 in New York, when the Paris Agreement was being signed, we started two programs. One about the solar pumps, solar applications, because the Prime Minister of India had the view that the prime beneficiaries and the first beneficiaries of ISAR should be the marginal sections of society, the farmers. In a way, we can aggregate demand and bring down the price. And the second program that had started in New York in April was the finance program, scaling up solar finance. And if you look at that, the same day we signed a joint declaration with UNDP, and later on we signed with World Bank, with African Development Bank, Green Climate Fund, Asian Development Bank, and EBRD and EIP and all that. So other programs came later. Like recently we had a program on mini-grid. We are planning to launch one during Reinvest on ICE solar mobility and storage. So in that sense, the unique thing is action. We have a very small secretariat because our budget is around $2.5 million a year. It's funded by India. But more important is not that it is the finance that determines what you're going to do. The focus is on action, how to bring in universal energy access much before 2030. In 21st century, ISA doesn't believe that people, there are 1.2 billion people who have no access to electricity, or 2.4 billion people who don't have access to clean fuel, should wait up to 2030. That way, it's a unique organization.
Okay, so what are the objectives and guiding principles of ISA? Because you say that what matters here is action.
Yes.
So what are the guiding principles? What is the vision going forward from here?
See, the guiding principles is about commonality. Like, what are the common challenges? And so members come together, identify common challenges. The common challenges can be about finance, which it is. The common challenges can be about land, can be about skills, can be about technology. So the objective is to identify common challenges. and think of 121 countries sitting together and discussing or through a dialogue find out what are the common challenges, and the guiding principles tell us how to overcome those common challenges. Okay. Now the guiding principle thus is common consultation, then common approach, common decision making mechanism where everything is based on consultation. Everything is bottom up, it is not top down. So for that example, we have in each country we have a task force, a national focal point heading it. We have a country expert for each program. So there is a nucleus or a unit in each member country who actually decide what to do, when to do, how to do, but do it together.
So, and what are the takeaways? I mean, you are being at the helm of this Sunshine Club, you have taken a very short time to reach this position from 2015 to 2018, and now you had a very successful, I think, summit meeting. What are the takeaways from that summit meeting? How do you look at it?
See, this summit was a signature event for us. We were waiting for it. It actually gave us a universal political identity of an international organization.
Okay.
And on 6th of December last year, the treaty came into force. The critical number of countries they ratified. But more importantly, the takeaways are that now you have to do concrete action. And it also expedited a lot of things domestically. The host country agreement has been signed soon thereafter. The notifications will be issued. The General Assembly will meet shortly, and then some rules and regulations will be adopted so that we have a secretariat, internationally recruited secretariat. But more importantly, there are three messages. One, we must deliver in the front of $1,000 billion, and two, the common challenge of project formulation. Many countries, particularly LDCs and small island countries, and many communities also find it very difficult to prepare projects and find the equity support of investors to make projects. So the takeaway number 2 was, please focus on project formulation. And takeaway 3 was something we call now STAR Center.
Okay.
Now STAR here is not a film star, it stands for Solar Technology Application and Resource Center. Okay. Originally it was an American idea, but now the STAR centers, we are trying to have at least one center in each member country. And this year we propose that at least we will facilitate establishment of around 25 centers. Now these centers will look after vital things which gives confidence to the member countries, small or big or medium, the size is immaterial. Now what type of confidence they want? Good quality products coming in, quality control, then skill sets, training, investment, employment generation through solar, and the type of labs that you need to control quality, innovations. So it is essentially saying, like you are right now in the National Institute of Solar Energy of India. In '83 there was nothing here. We had only a government order and a small center. Over the years it has become a big center. So we would say that in each country we go for a center like this. Eventually it becomes.
So, Mr. Tripathi, sincerely you have said that it's a big step, a gigantic step towards institutionalization of ISA, if I can say.
Yes,
so.
yes.
So you have taken that step. Now you are onto the route of broader socio-economic objectives for ISA. There was a great optics in this country when heads of the states were including the French president, and it was a great occasion for here in Varanasi, in Delhi, everywhere. So against that background, can you tell us the 3 priority areas for ISA in the short run, in a very short run, the vision apart?
In fact, as I told you in the takeaways and in the short term, we'll focus on 3 things. One, the most important heart of the matter, that $1,000 billion or more than $1,000 billion of capital coming into the solar sector. For that, we are putting a whole lot of mechanisms. One case is, for example, India's $2 billion contribution in the soft loan to Africa. The projects are, they have announced on 11th of March. France has put in 1 billion euros. Now, ISA is trying to persuade other countries who have a ODA, the Official Development Assistance Budget, to put in more money into the solar sector. we are trying to create a $1 billion risk mitigation fund so that projects are insured against certain off-takers risk or certain other risks. Hence, capital will flow into the solar sector. And of course, we are talking about some sort of leveraging of capital, creating ecosystems where investment will come in, sending trade delegations to countries who can tell the ministers that look, don't take loan on a PPA basis. If you can give a PPA for 25 years, we will put the money there. Now, these are the things we are devising to get the first part. Second is project formulation. We are trying to have partnership with 100 foundations, 100 think tanks, and 100 other agencies or institutions who can actually help countries and communities to make projects.
Can you tell us briefly about the programs you are running right now?
We actually run 5 programs. 2, as I told you, came in April 2016. The scaling applications. Second was scaling finance, and the third one we came up was with mini grids, and the fourth one is on rooftops, and the fifth one, which is yet to be launched, that is going to be e-solar mobility, like solar ferries, solar rickshaws, and also storage.
Okay, so with this we'll take a short break here and we'll be back in few minutes.